it's home,
Hi, Charles. I am Janna with Big Gold Belt Media. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. You were my last interview today. So,
Congratulations. You're in the end game.
all right. So let's talk about William Lord Ellesmere. Looking at part one, William has been through some things. He's seen the horrors of war. He's seen a friend die. He's had unrequited love. So how is this going to influence William going into part two for better or for worse? How has he grown after these experiences?
Yeah, I think you're right. He's definitely been disillusioned by his experience in war. I think he had a very romanticized view of war in season 7A, and now he realizes that, it's horrible for anybody, and I think that makes season 7B hurt even more for him, because he's always been a person that his identity has been centered around, his identity as a lord and his devotion to king and country. And no spoilers, but when he finds out that that has all been kind of a lie in his life, and that the people around him have been lying to him, um, he he's been fighting for this cause that he doesn't even know if he believes in anymore.
Hmm.
He felt so strongly about it because he thought that's who he was, and he literally went to war over these things, and he finds out that that might not be who he truly is. So there's a lot of learning to come. I think he's done a lot of learning in 7A, but there's even more learning to do in 7B. Um, he's a bit of a tornado this season because he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot going on in his life. It's absolute chaos. But this is his opportunity to grow and to learn and to hopefully come out of it a better person, I think.
Yeah, we don't want to see him questioning and suffering and being unhappy for too very long.
Well, you're gonna have
Uh,
to deal with it for a little bit though.
yes, yes, I think we've resigned ourselves to that. Poor William. We
Poor
just
William.
want poor William to find happiness.
The win. Poor William.
All right, so let's go into this is going to be a spoiler filled question.
Right.
We got to talk about the big reveal at the end of episode 3 where William finally learns that Jamie Fraser is his real father.
Yeah.
On a scale from like 1 to 10, how big of an emotional tailspin is this putting William into? Like
Oh, this
he's
is
he's initially very angry. I'm like, how long is that going to last?
this is a 10 for William. This is, I think, his defining moment of crashing out. I think his entire life has been about him being a lord and him, upholding these values that he has. And then he finds out it's a lie. And he finds out not only that it's a lie, but all the people that he loves the most have been the people lying to him, which is just it hurts in all kinds of ways. And yeah, no, he's a Fraser after all, as he knows now.
Yes.
He has fire. He has this kind of this rage in him, and that shows. I think, if you thought he was getting crazy in the end of that episode, it gets crazier. There's some really fun scenes
Awesome.
I wish I could talk about, that are coming up, but yeah, he definitely has a bit of a tantrum.
Okay, that'll be really interesting to watch. Looking forward to that. Do you think if William would have found out, like in any of the other times he's met Jamie, like as a 10 or 11-year-old, do you think it would have softened the blow a little bit, or was it always gonna hurt?
I think it would have dramatically changed the trajectory of his life. I think knowing that as a young individual, um, it's tough, right? Like, I know that Lord John and Jamie were keeping this information from him, for his own good. I'm not sure what William would have done if he would have maybe revoked his title as Lord of Ellesmere.
Hmm.
Like, I think the butterfly effect would have been huge. But I do think ultimately the people that in his life that care about him did this because they thought that was the best thing for him. And even though there's going to be a lot of pain to come for William, I think he'll eventually, hopefully, realize that the people that love him still love him. And
Hmm.
this wasn't a betrayal. This was, an attempt at protecting him.
Yeah, and for all the people he's lost in his life, here's a new dad that he can
Exactly. There
that
you
he'll
go.
have. He
Silver
gained a
line.
he gained a father. What's wrong with that? All right.
He's gonna realize that Jamie's really cool. But like, oh, this is great. I don't know why I got so bad.
All right. Well, thank you, Charles, so much. This has been a pleasure. Cannot wait to watch season 7, part B on Stars, November 22nd. Thanks and have a great day.
Lovely talking to you. Thanks so much.